Hello everybody, welcome to Stampin' All Day with Bev, Sunday Facebook Live and YouTube replay. I'm so glad that you're all here. I'm excited to show you a new little 3D project. Hi Donna. I hope you had a nice week and weekend. Hello Carol, thank you guys for showing up tonight. I see there's quite a few of you popping on. Hi Bev. Welcome, welcome. So nice to see all the names coming. So I hope you're not freezing. It's pretty nice here. Hi Louise. Pretty nice here. It's a little chilly for us, but nothing to complain about really. So it's supposed to warm up too. So I'll be outside during the week a lot, I think. Weather's going to get up to in the 70s, so low 70s, so that'll be so nice. Let's see what we got here. We got 2 more minutes. Oh, things are hard, Donna, but thank you for asking and praying for us. Hi, Diane. You've been having a great time with all your friends. I can't wait to come and visit you, Diane. Hi, Virginia. Welcome. Welcome, my friends. So I'm going to work with a single stamp today. 80 degrees. Oh, how nice. We do need the rain. So I'm kind of selfish when I ask for nice weather. We do need the rain, but I don't know if we're going to get any more. So if you guys want to look at your catalogs, your minis, page 62, before we get started, is a single stamp called More Love. So that's the stamp I'm going to work with today. You're awake! Yay, Cookie! Hi, Debbie. So glad to see you again. Thanks for coming. 1 more minute, countdown. I don't know what's going on with my voice. I guess I don't talk that much during the day, and then I get a frog in my throat every time I go live. Always clearing my throat. Okay, it's 7 o'clock. So let's tell you who won the card last week. Do you guys remember what card it was? This cute little watering can, the flowering watering can set. I have a winner. And it is Mary Rathjen. I hope you're on tonight. She usually is. Maybe she'll pop on in a second. I just missed somebody. Who was that? Hi, Sandy. Welcome. So, Mary, you can pick the You Matter card, or if you prefer, I showed a sample that's called Here For You. You can pick that card if you prefer. So just let me know. Hi, Janet. Welcome. Okay, Mary is the winner. I also forgot to tell you guys, it's not here yet, so I can't show it to you. But I also forgot to tell you last week the prize of the month. So I'm going to turn my camera down to my desk and I'll show you the prize of the month. Hi, Maria. So, hi, Lynn. So if you guys place an order with me this month. Hi, Debbie Pine. You guys can possibly win this item. I'm going to show you in a second. So let me turn you down. Turn you around. And I know you're backwards right now. Hold on 1 second. There you go. All right. So I usually don't give away something this big, but I'm going to give away, and what I mean by this big, I mean heavy, because if I might have to ship it out, but that's okay. It's worth it. I'm so grateful for you. This bow punch, I thought this bow punch is so useful and nice. Hi, Linda. Hi, Karen. Hi, Sandra. Hi, Jean. Hi, Susan. Hi, Annie. I just saw a bunch of names go by real fast. So hi, Sandy. So I wanted to say hi. Yeah, so if you place an order with me this month, this is what I'm going to send the winner. So it's not here yet. I just ordered it, middle last week, I think, so it should be here soon. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Carol. All right, here is my host code. So that's a pretty neat prize, right? If you don't have it, you'll really enjoy that punch, because anytime you stamp with floral designs, you can just punch out some sprigs real easy and fast, and it's very useful. Lisa's all the way from Iowa. Thank you, Lisa, for coming tonight. I'm so appreciative. Mark can pick it up for you, Diane. Okay, that's a deal. And he can even stay and have a little cocktail with us. All right, so here's my hostess code, and here's my shopping link, and my email, and my YouTube channel. Thank you for all of you. There's almost 330 of you on YouTube now, so I'm so grateful for you. Tonight, I am going to work with 6x6 white thick cardstock. Now, I'm going to tell you the truth. My cardstock is not the thick tonight because I didn't have any and I was so upset with myself. But if you decide to make this project, you can make it with the regular 12 by 12, but the thick works better. So I'm ordering that, and I will be making these with thick cardstock. Okay, so we'll be using 12 by 12. I've had a few questions about blends lately, so I thought I would bring in some blends. And I am using dark rich raspberry, light granny apple green, and dark mango melody. Really, a lavender, a green, and a yellow. Any of the blends that you have will work. Any colors, really. Those are just the three I'm using. Of course, we always need our bone folder and our paper snips and our paper trimmer and our adhesives. Okay. Put these back where they belong so I stay organized. Here's the stamp. Another one that I fell in love with right away as I was going through the catalog when it was brand new. And so this is one that I earned, and I love the font, I love the message, and I love the size. So everything about this I liked a lot. I am teaming it up with the Bouquet of Love dies, and specifically using the little flowers and the leaves. The leaves, I'm going to show you how to cut out the leaves, but here's the leaves. So I put them in my little magnetic bowl. I'm bringing you back to the Altogether 6x6 DSP tonight. And on Tuesday, I will be using more of the Altogether set with this stamp. Hi, Joan. Thanks for sprinkling. Hi, Pam. Okay. So another thing I used is the metallic pearls. And the metallic pearls are on page 143 of the annual catalog, and you get gold and silver combination when you get those. And then the black and white gingham ribbon. I'm using that. Hi, Carrie. And then the non-Stampin' Up! Product I'm using is Post-it Note. And this is just a color I grabbed out of my drawer. And if you have a Dollar Tree, I go to the Dollar Tree, and I have been doing this for a long, long time. Hi, Danielle. I buy the really thin cookie sheets that they have there. I think 2 come in the pack for $1, or it's $1.25 probably now. I haven't been in a while. I usually grab 4 or 5 of them at a time, so I use them all the time. And then I also grab one of their roasting pans, and I'll tell you why I grab both. This cookie sheet is very, very thin. See how thin that is? So for the project tonight, it works fine. But when I make jewelry, and I'll show you later down the road some jewelry I've made with it, brooches to be exact. And for the brooches, though, this is too thin for my liking, so I use the roasting pans at the Dollar Tree. They're a lot thicker. So the brooches are a lot stiffer. And what's wonderful, this is another medium that you can use very easily with your cut and boss or your big shop machines. Okay, it works very well. Okay, so that's what I'm going to work with today too. So let me take my 12 by 12 with basic white cardstock, and I'm going to cut this down to, let's see, what did I do? 4 1/4, I think. Yes, 4 1/4. Did this the other day, so I was trying to remember how wide I made it. So 4 1/4 by 12, because this is a 12 by 12 piece of basic white. And then, since it's 12, we're going to go to the 6-inch mark on our trimmer, and we're going to just score it right in the middle at 6. So like a card, it's just bigger. And this is the base for our project. Then you're going to need, this is where your bone folder comes in, so you can burnish your folds. And I always teach you to wing it back to get that really pretty seam there. So it looks like a card, like I said, it's just a lot longer. And then you're going to need another piece of basic white. And this is 4, because remember this was 4 1/4. So this is 4 by 3 1/2. And I scored it down the middle at 1 3/4 and a 1/2 inch on both sides. And then I make a mountain out of it, and I fold the 2 1/2 inch score lines folds up. And I'll just leave this ready for me, and then I'm going to burnish with my bone folder. So it's going to look like this. Okay, so let me show you what I'm making. It stands up at your desk. Hi, Kathy. And it's a Post-it note holder that you can write your little love notes and tear off and give away to your family members. The little love notes they need to hear from you every day, like pick up your clothes, stop and buy some bread, those types of things. But look how beautiful hi Yvonne, the font is here. And look how pretty those flowers are. All right, this is what I'm going to teach you right now. It's super quick and easy. Thank you for the hearts, ladies. Okay, I'm going to open up my cardstock, and my stamp is already mounted on a block. And the block that this one takes is block E. And there it is. Oh, thanks. I'm glad you like it, Lisa. Thank you, Diane. I am going to stamp with the Memento black ink. So when my stamp is this large, I usually rub across the whole stamp like that, like I just did, just like this. And then to take the little swirls I may have made away, I tap. And I look to make sure that I have every bit of this stamp covered. Hi, Charlene. Okay, now I'm going to pull this down so I can see over the camera, and I'm going to try to get the top of the stamp as close to the score line as I can, and the ends of the stamps onto the card piece. So I'm going to stop talking and pay attention and stamp. Then I'm going to hold it down and let the ink sink in. Hold my paper and lift. Perfect. Look at that image. Isn't it beautiful? Okay, so to fancy this up, we can go, I'm going to make it a little bit different than this one. We can go to our designer series paper, and we remember that this width is 4 1/4. And this is the altogether paper, and there's a ton of different black and whites, but I'm just picking this one out, and I'm going to add it to the bottom right here. Okay, So let's see how big that has to be. What do I do with my paper cutter? There you are. That is not where it belongs. That's why I couldn't find it. Okay, so I'm putting the edge of my cardstock at 4 1/4. So I know that's the width it has to be. But then I have to see how long I need this. So I am going to just pinch right there and cut, and I'll tell you what that is. So it's just under 3, so I'm going to go to 3. I like even numbers. Let's see what that does. Well, I know 3 is an odd number, but you know what I mean. I don't like to have, if I don't have to do 1/8 of an inch and all that, then I won't. And I think that's fine to cover up the little scroll. If you don't want to cover it up, you can cut off about 1/16 or 1/8 of an inch of the bottom. But I'm going to go ahead and leave it like that. I'm going to put my trimmer where it belongs this time. Okay. And now I'm going to take my Post-it note and I'm going to set it right there. And it's perfect. Okay, so now I feel comfortable in laying this down. That's our Tombow liquid glue that I'm using. Hi, Debbie Roberts. Welcome. And I'm just going to line up at the bottom and both sides. And there we go. Okay, now I can take my ribbon. And I am going to be generous with this ribbon, and I'm going to come all the way underneath the card, or it's not a card, underneath the Post-it note holder. So I'm going to take, I'll measure it for you guys, about 17 inches of ribbon. And snip that at an angle. And then I will bring it around. I love how this black and white gingham ribbon goes with any and all of the patterns in the Altogether Designer Series paper. Now I'm just going to tie a little bow. Finally, a font that I can read without scratching my eyes. Yeah, I love larger stamps. Partially for that reason, but I like how it takes up so much of the cardstock in the card, so really finishes up your project quickly. Okay, so now the little flowers and the leaves. So I have a piece of the tin here from the thinner cookie sheets from the Dollar Tree. And my mini, I wanted to remind you that the mini cut and emboss machine is on sale. Okay, so I'm just going to put my tin down. Now some people take their Coke cans and cut them up. I did that years ago, but I don't do it anymore because these flat cookie sheets are just so easy to work with. Your mini is coming next week. Woohoo! And here we have a metal little leaf. See how easy it pops right out of that stuff? And you can put this metal through folders. You can, what I'm going to do next, you can do this. One of the questions being asked was, what's the differences between the regular markers and the blends? And I'd given you that answer. And one of the answers to that question was, you can use them to color on other mediums and it will stay. So this is the light granny apple green, and I just go over the metal, and my leaves are now green. Of course, you can use a darker green if you want. You can let it dry a minute and then go over it again and get it a little darker, but this is the light Granny Apple Green, so this is a pretty light one, light color. Okay, so then I took my mini glue dots. Where are they? Here they are. Set this one aside for a second. And I just laid my flowers on a mini glue dot and my leaves. And that way, they weren't bouncing around on me. I can take control of them.
She's calling for you, and she sounds...
Okay, ladies, my mom is calling me. I'll be right back. I am so sorry. Without getting into too much detail, it's been hard around here right now, so Ken got worried and I had to go help her, but she's okay. All right, so now I see how easy this was to color because they're all staying still on the mini glue dots. And Ken's there with her, so I can finish. All right, so the other thing I like about these metal pieces is that you can bend them very, very easily, especially the cookie sheets. They bend more easy than the roasting pans. The roasting pans are thicker. You can still bend them, but it's just not. These, I think, were the roasting pan. It's just not. These are very, I'm going to say flimsy. So I love them for cards because it's almost like paper, but I like the thicker for, like I said, brooches and things like that. All right, so I'm going to take your pick tool. And I am going to take a flower off and just place it right where there's flowers in the image. Actually, it's easier like this because it's on a mini glue dot, and now the mini glue dot's right underneath there, and so it's just going to stay. So that makes things so much faster. Look at that. And like I said, if you want to, you can bend them up. These are bent up. Okay, now you take your leaves and you just set them down wherever you want leaves to be. Oh, thank you for the hearts. Oh, no mini glue dot on that one. Sorry, you guys, my mom, she easily gets me going. Okay. So here's a few more. I think I want a few more on this one. So I'm going to go over to my mini glue dots and I'm going to stick these down. Now see, these are with the roasting pan. So they bend, but they're just a little bit thicker. And then this is the dark Granny Apple Green. And I will color these the darker color so you can see the difference. So this one right here was very light. So that was another question. What are the colors? And it's Granny Apple Green light and dark. Melon Mambo light and dark. That's how they come. Okay. Thank you for caring while you're with Mom and Ken. I know. So Yeah. Okay, look how pretty. I love it. Okay, so one more thing. The little metallic pearls. The center of the flowers, if you want them to be a yellow color. These are silver and gold. I'm out of the gold right now, so I just have the silver. So I'm just going to make them yellow using my blend. So this is the differences between your markers and your blends, these blends and your regular markers. The regular markers, you cannot color on things like this, that it will just come right back off. So these make great centers for your flowers. You can also use your blends to color your ribbon. I think I said that. Oops, where'd it go? Oh, there it is. I think I said that last time. But just a little reminder, or maybe you weren't here. I know I give you so much information at times. It's hard to remember everything. Okay, so there we go. Thank you, Annie. Thank you. All right, so let's take our Post-it note now. The sticky is on the back, and I am just going to set it down here. You know, to be safe, I'm just going to add a little Post-it note. I mean, a sticky strip paper. Tear and tape, that's what it's called. And now I know it will not come off. Okay, so this piece here. Remember, it was 4 inches wide by 3.5 inches long, scored at 1 3/4, and then 1/2 inch from both sides. So now we just have to glue this on. Oops, I'm going to have to redo my ribbon. Look at that twist there. Don't want your twist there. So now I'm going to take some glue, and I'm going to put it on both of the 1/2 inch little sides. Oh, I'm glad you like it, Carol. And I'm going to place it, let me make sure to see you in the camera here, right on the edge and in the middle, like that. Go ahead and use your bone folder to get it pushed down really well. Then I'm going to put more on this 1/2 inch piece. And I'm going to come to this end here. So I'll turn it over and I'll do the same thing. Just try to get it even. Okay, now you want a mountain here, so I'm just going to push that up. And then that is the little mechanism that makes it stand. So there it is standing up. The only thing I have to do, now I'm going to do it right now. Let's see what happens. I know I put tear and tape there, but it came off the ribbon very easily. So that's a little trick if you didn't know. If you attach it right to ribbon, it will come off very easily. I need to, if you put it to paper, it's not coming off. It's going to rip everything. So I just need to make sure this was straight. I should have checked that the first time. You know what, let me attach this to the paper this time. Okay, now I'm going to put my ribbon above that just a little bit and tie my bow off to the side. This is a super cute gift for a teacher, for somebody's desk. I keep a notepad right by my phone. My phone sits next to me while I'm watching TV or, you know, anywhere I'm sitting. But when I'm watching TV, I have a little table next to me, and I'm constantly taking little notes. And so this would be great on my table for me. Now see the little bit of wobble? That's why I highly suggest that you use the thick Whisper White and all that wobble goes away. Another idea is for this to be a calendar instead of Post-it notes. Very useful little gift. So there you go. Are there any questions? I hope if you have not used tin before, aluminum, from the little baking pans, that you now have another idea that you can go play with. It really, really adds to your projects. Have fun with it. I'm glad you love it, Charlene. Okay, I'll let you guys go, and I'll go check on my mom, make sure that her and Ken are doing okay. I know they are. Ken would have came and got me. All right, ladies, take care. Bye-bye.